to Keto Weekly Update with your host, Alycia from Ketoupgrade.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 22 of Keto Weekly Update. It's been a little bit crazy around here. It was nice. Adam had a 4-day weekend for the 4th of July, but it rained most of the time. Or if it didn't, it said it was going to, and then it didn't. But we went to see fireworks. We wanted to go see them Saturday night. Oh, I knew he was going to do that. And it was threatening rain all day pretty much. And it kept saying, oh no, it's not going to rain. And then ended up delaying the fireworks. And this one was already up past his bedtime. So he was good until it started getting dark. We're like, okay, the fireworks should be starting soon. And sure enough, they were delayed 30 minutes. Just long enough for him to get overtired and very cranky and start crying. And then I almost had him to sleep on my lap. I was shushing him to sleep before the fireworks started, and a big boom went off. And I'm like, yeah, we had his earmuffs ready to go, for the fireworks to start, but they started out with a boom, so we had no warning whatsoever. He started screaming, of course, but we put his earmuffs on him right away, and then he wouldn't stop crying. So I had to get up and walk with him with his noise-canceling headphones on, and as soon as I started walking, he pretty much fell asleep and stopped crying. And he slept through the entire fireworks show. Didn't even get to show him his first fireworks. I was kind of bummed because he was totally in the right headspace 30 minutes before the fireworks started. And usually they start as soon as dusk hits, so 9 o'clock. And it ended up not going until 9:40. Almost 9:45. It didn't start till. So it was a pretty late start to the fireworks show. So unfortunately, he has not seen fireworks. I tried to show him fireworks for a second when we put the earmuffs back on him before I got him up to take a walk, and he just kept crying. So I just gave up and consoled him and walked him around. He has been teething like crazy. So it's been crazy, and our schedules have been completely off because he hasn't been sleeping his normal sleep schedule. He hasn't been eating his normal feeding schedule. It's all been all over the place. So I ended up going up 2 pounds this week. My clothes do fit better. I feel better though, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. The only reason I step on the scale is for you guys pretty much, because otherwise I would probably do it only once in a great while. Oh, what? He's very fussy. But I had to get this done. So we're very busy right now. I have to be at a vendor show in an hour and a half. He didn't sleep his normal 2-hour naps. He slept an hour and an hour. And he's awake. Because now he has 2 teeth fully emerged. And I see 3 more little points coming through on the top now. So he is teething up a storm, and he teased so bad when the second tooth was coming in, it took forever, and he was in a bad mood. And now he has 2 more coming, so he is going to be on this teething kick for a while. So it's just been kind of crazy. And also with that, I'm also back to testing for you guys. So I've been testing cinnamon rolls. So literally 2 a day on days he's walking. Are you a lion? He's drooling up a storm too. So I haven't been able to really do my fasting, which I usually don't eat till noon. And I'm down in the bakery at 7 in the morning and getting stuff going. And now I'm also doing macarons, and I'm doing those upstairs. But each batch takes over an hour or 2 because with our keto sweeteners, it doesn't work if you just let them sit for 30 minutes on the counter. So I figured out how to get them to get the little feet on the bottom, but each batch is taking 2 hours. So I'm doing that on top of it, and I'm trying all those different macarons too. But that brings me to, I'm doing those upstairs because I don't want almonds down in the bakery, or almond flour. I have almonds, I have pecans, I have peanuts, but I don't bake with them down there because then all my pans can be cross-contaminated. So I am doing the macarons up in my regular kitchen. He's talking up a storm too. I don't bake with any nut flours except for coconut, which technically is a tree nut, but a lot of people still aren't allergic to coconut if they're allergic to tree nuts. And my friend Christina worked in an allergy clinic, so we've been talking back and forth about allergies and stuff, especially with him eating his first foods and stuff like that. So she said that most people that have tree nut allergies are told to stay away from coconut, but aren't allergic to coconut. So I don't do tree nuts in the bakery as flours. Speaking of which, I keep getting people telling me to go look at certain YouTubers' videos and these keto flours, which people have asked me since the beginning of my channel, do you have a keto flour? I don't. And I was going to put this in my frequently asked questions videos, but I'll answer it here. I know how gluten works, and certain baked goods need more gluten than others. If you use regular flour, you can develop gluten. The more you need it, the more gluten's developed. The more you mix it, the more gluten's developed. So no single keto flour mix is going to be good for every kind of baked good. A cookie needs some gelatin in it. That's why I put gelatin and cornstarch in it to give it a little bit more chew. You know, a brownie needs more xanthan gum in it to give it like a fudgier, chewier texture. And then things like puff pastry and breads need a lot of gluten structure. When you make a dough, like these cinnamon rolls, I'm literally he's very talkative. I'm making a dough with yeast, and I'm not kneading it because there's no way to develop more gluten. But if I was making a cinnamon roll recipe, I would knead the dough in order to work the gluten to make it more stretchy so that I can make, cinnamon rolls. Same thing with loaves of bread. So thank you for the people that have mentioned bamboo fiber. I am going to try it, but I can't put nut flours in my bakery. So I'm not going to be doing almond flour and bamboo fiber together, or pecan flour and bamboo fiber together. So I'm going to have to figure out my own mix with this fiber if it does work super good. Right now I've been using oat fiber, which it's been working, but I'm not getting the softness I'd like. So I'm hoping that the bamboo fiber will do that. I've also ordered another flour that I want to work with and try out, see what happens. I've debated. I bought black bean flour, and it is a legume, so people that are allergic to peanuts tend not to be able to have like any kind of bean flour. So I'm debating on if I should use that upstairs and not in my bakery. But that's another one I was going to try because it is really low in carbs. So I have my own experiments I want to do. I appreciate you guys telling me about new sweeteners, new flours, new stuff like that. But I think it's people that don't really watch my channel that are recommending me to go try these recipes that I don't use nut flours. So there's no way I can use these recipes that people are using. And like I said, I don't believe there is a keto flour that'll be good for every single baked good. Because like a muffin, you don't want to overmix, because if you do, they'll be like tough. So you put only a tiny bit of xanthan gum and stuff like that. So I just don't believe there is one single flour mix that will work in every keto recipe, especially like just using it for like a regular recipe and converting it to keto with just like changing the sweeteners and doing a cup per cup of flour with a keto flour. I don't think you're ever going to get the results that are as good as if you did it separately per recipe. Because our keto baked goods, you tend to want more fat in them for starters, because you want higher fat, moderate protein, low carb. So if you do a 1-for-1 and just try and figure out a recipe, like with the cinnamon rolls, I think it calls for milk. So I'm putting in heavy cream because it has more fat in it. And then I up the butter. And a lot of times with our keto flours, you want to add an egg or two. So it's like there's other things to do to a recipe than just swapping out the flour. Even if you have a keto flour mix, I feel like it's not going to yield the best results if you just try and swap out flour for a keto flour mix. Right? Yeah. So that's why I do all the experimenting, because I don't think there would ever be just a keto flour mix, because there are ones on the market. Oh, he wants the microphone. But I've never tried them. A lot of them have wheat in them still, even though they're keto flours. No. I also won't use Vital Wheat gluten in anything because I'm keeping my bakery completely gluten-free. Because even if you use a pan that had gluten in it before, it can still cross-contaminate even after you washed it. So I keep everything gluten-free in my bakery also. So I'm not going to use Vital Wheat gluten in anything either. Yeah. I think that was everything that was on my list. He's gotten into his toy throwing phase. I unfortunately have not been getting out to exercise because I've just been busy trying to do these recipes, because I can do the macarons up here while he's up here. But like I said, they take hours. So it's pretty much cutting into my getting outside time. Plus, it's also been really hot. Yesterday, the high was like 88 or something like that. So it's too hot to take him out anyways. It's nice and cool in here. But I really should get back to doing some exercises in the living room. But again, and then people are commenting about recipe videos. And I have a ton shot. Like I think I shot 13 videos in like 2 days, like 4 weeks ago. But it takes me so long to edit a recipe video. Like the review videos are super easy. These videos are really easy. But recipe videos take forever. I have hours of footage that need to be cut down to less than 20 minutes. So I have the recipe videos. It's just the fact that I have a 6-month-old that is crazy and wants attention all the time. I set him down on the carpet to play and he'll be fine for 5-10 minutes. And then he'll start bawling and crying. And like I'll let him cry for like 5 minutes or so. And then when he gets to the point where there's tears running down his face, I pick him up or I go down and play with him. So he's definitely going to have to be more independent soon, but we're working on it. You can't grab my shirt. You can't undress me. Yeah, so recipe videos are here. I really want to get like recipes that are really hard to do. I want to figure those out so I can get those to you, because I know those are what most people want. And unfortunately, all the recipes I have shot aren't like super tough, hard keto recipes to do. They're really good and delicious, but they're not a bread recipe. You know how it goes. The YouTube algorithm, I'm making like no money because I'm not getting out like the hard-hitting, trendy, videos that other people are putting out. So I gotta try to get these recipes done. So it might mean not editing and trying to figure out recipes instead. So that's what's going on with me. I think that's about it for this episode of Keto Weekly Update. Let me know how you guys are doing, how your summer's going, how your 4th of July was. What? We didn't do anything for the actual 4th of July. We went to sleep. Yes, we did. Thank you guys for watching and giving the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. And as always, we'll be back with more keto videos. Bye. We're practicing every day in the mirror. Bye. Bye. Not quite there yet. Yeah? You like it?